What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a small title called Omen. I had never heard about this one until the developers emailed me, and the description they gave me seemed kind of interesting. Like, it's got an art style that reminds me in a lot of ways of Transcendence, which is an old roguelike from 20 years ago that's still worked on. You can get it on Steam, but like the tile set really reminded me of Transcendence, and that's exactly why we're here. It was described to me as being a game where you're in a starfighter, you go into war zones, and you're trying to wreck as many enemies, complete your mission, and get out as fast as possible while extracting gear so that you can kit out your ship and then do it all again. I don't know if it's got like a roguelike bent to it, or if we're going to be dealing with perma-death here today, but I'm willing to explore it all with you for the next 30 minutes. So let's dive on in. If after watching this you wanted to check out the game, the demo's not available yet, but they do have a Steam page that's all nice and set up, so I'll put that link for you down below in the description. On top of that, you can also take a look down there, just in case you wanted to check out some awesome splatty links. Oh yeah, the bestest links. But let's go ahead and dive on into it and see what the game has on offer. Apparently we've been drafted into service. That's fine, everybody needs a job, man. Although from all the spooky flashing images and whatnot, I don't really know what to say here. Alright, so enter the Samaran Empire. Find and use a jump beacon. We've got a little ship here, and it looks like it actually controls just like Transcendence as well. I'm actually sort of curious if the developers are fans of Transcendence, because that's what it really reminds me of. There's something pinged on our map in the bottom right-hand corner. I just ran into something. What did I run into? What are those, like space mines? I don't want to hit those. Let's clear those out so that some space 4-year-old doesn't blow his legs off. There we go, doing our humanitarian duty to the universe. Boost around this way, and it looks like we're actually inertial too. Like, I'm not pressing any keys right now. If you set a direction, you actually just kind of float in that direction. Did something just shoot at me? I saw an explosion. What was that? Oi! Who's shooting out here? Oh, there's missiles. Okay, let's see if we can unload on them. Oh, there's spacecraft too. All right. So we've got Horde Interceptors over here. Our left click appears to be like a minigun, which I'm 100% on board with. Any game that allows me to have a Vulcan cannon is a superior game in the greater architecture of the gaming world. What does my right click do? Just like a death ray? Okay, I like death rays, but it looks like it's draining my energy on the right-hand side. We've definitely got a meter that goes downwards while we're blasting away. What is this, a jump disruptor? All right, let's kill it. All right, the jump disruptor has been destroyed. And now we press C to extract. Okay. I imagine that would have a woom sound. I don't know, extraction sounds like woom to me. That's just the phonetic thing that happens in my brain. Okay, so we've got our health on the left-hand side. We've got repair paste down here. Yeah, slap some of that old Space Elmer's glue on it. That'll fix it. And the side effect is that it gets all over your hands, too, and you get to do that fun thing like in the 3rd grade where you peel it off your hands like it's skin and it feels good. That's power. It regenerates. Find and use the jump beacon. Okay. What's this thing up to the north of me right here? It's got like a little, I don't know, an automatronic claw icon on my radar. Oh, we got more StarCraft. All right, let's take them out. My guns are very, very loud right now. Might have to reach forward and turn down the knob. Then again, if you're firing guns in space, I kind of feel like it should be loud. I know there's always that contingency of people that are like, space games should be completely silent because there's no sound in a vacuum. But like, I feel like there would, you know, your hull holds atmosphere, and that allows reverberations and whatnot, and the guns are connected via hardpoints to the hull. So I feel like you get some kind of sound coming on through. That's just my logical explanation for it. We got some kind of loading paddock over here. All right, well, let's get rid of the machine gun turrets real fast. Wipe him out. Looks like I've got other buttons I can push too. We've got like an E button that shoots a missile. That actually sat him down hella quick. Okay, let's see if we can pick up whatever these thingies are over here. What are those? They are morphilium. Okay, so it's just like unobtainium or something else like that. A made-up MacGuffin that will no doubt allow me to build up my ship or do something interesting as we get further on into the game. What are these over here? A fuel depot in the wilderness? Just shoot a missile at him. Oh, he shot down my missile. What a dick. How dare you defend yourself from my onslaught of violence? You know what? I hate people that defend themselves while I'm shooting miniguns at them. Just sit there and get shot. It's my job to be the hero and fill this place with 1980s violence. We do have an extraction slot up here, and since we've already grabbed all the things that I think the game expects of us to grab... Okay, hey, what's going on, man? You just want to get lasered real fast? No? Well, too bad. You're getting lasered either way. Laser down all of that. I think they could punch up the explosive effects a little bit more with what they're going for, too. If you imagine, like in StarCraft, which had graphics, I went back and played StarCraft not too long ago, and I was shocked. I remember StarCraft when I was like 14 years old, looking photorealistic, and I went back and played it nowadays, and dude, it kind of looks like this game while you're playing it, but they still have little chunks of debris and stuff like that that bounce out all over the place, Westwood style, back with the Command and Conquer vibes. This game needs that. When I blow up like a random turret over here, there should be little pieces of hull floating off into the darkness with like a little fire plume coming off of them, smoke coming up off the installation after I blow it up. Little extra details. I find that the devil is in the destruction when it comes to games like this. You want to make it feel good. It'd also be kind of cool if you could destroy the background and whatnot too. But I digress. Let's extract. I like these little splash frames with just like random things going on them with the text scrolling on out. And then they've got the random almost like ASCII pixelated art that's popping in and out. Like it definitely gives the game a distinctive style that kind of draws things back to 1980s cassette tape futurism or like retro futurism. Not quite retro futurism, but I call it cassette tape futurism. The monastery, your base. This will be your home during your expedition. After death, you will be resurrected here. Items can be moved around by clicking their icon and dragging them to the slots. Okay, so we're going to be like grabbing stuff, putting them inside of our stash so that we can clack out ships for future runs. Looks like we have a hangar over here, but it doesn't look like we really have anything that we can play around with in order to customize our ship. Like we've got one extra Griffin missile launcher right here, but we already have a missile launcher on the ship, so like that'll have to do for right now. Honestly, what these readouts remind me of is like in those rare cases where Predator movies end up being good and they go on board and they've got all the display consoles and whatnot. It's the way that things are displayed in the Predator universe, like the Yautja. Like they use these solid sort of lines on their displays, almost like a cascade in order to represent things. I like that, actually. That pops out. Missions is flashing at me, so I'm guessing we have to take another mission here. Astral, we humbly ask that you help repel these attacks. The enemy sends wave after wave, and our defenses are faltering. Please, journey to the border region and return with computers so that we may bolster our defenses. Without the necessary resources, we cannot craft defensive turrets. Please make haste, Astral. Okay, so we'll go and get computers, and it looks like our reward is kinetic deflection plating. All right, I think I can get down on that. Let's go to the region list off, and it looks like we needed to go to the border for that. Let's lock and load and get on in. Alert level 0. Okay. Well, here we are. There's no, like, jump-in animation or anything else like that, but I would recommend adding it. Note on your timer, try to complete the mission before the enemy fleet arrives. Capital ships are very dangerous enemies. What is this thing over here? I want it. We got Tritanium. Okay, that sounds good. And it looks like we've maybe got a spot over here. It looks like it's got, like, I don't know. It looks like it's got some kind of computer circuit board PCB thing happening in its representative graphic. Take them down. Yeah, they definitely need to ramp up the destruction effects on enemies that you're killing. Whether or not that means that they flare out and then they spiral off to the side when you're shooting them down, it's just sort of expected with these kind of games. Get those explosions punched up a little bit. We've got computers. That's what they sent us here for, so I think we've probably completed our mission. And then we've got another one of those consoles right there, but we wiped him out with a missile. What is that? Unlock this container? Okay, let's unlock it. They're warping in on us. But a little bit of death laser took them out nice and fast. A couple of computers right there. Is there any reason to, like, fly around the map and look for other locations? Oh, there is. They're not denoted on the mini-map, so, like, I'm sort of curious how far out the mini-map actually goes. I didn't really find anything out there while I was floating around towards the fringes of the edge of the map, but that's not to say in future missions they might not be up there. Get him with the death laser, and then we'll come back in. What do we get right there? We got some more morphilium. Good. Fire those over there because they seem to be really susceptible to missile fire since they don't have a way to defend themselves. Got some machinery. Kill the jump inhibitor, and I don't think there's really a reason for us to stay here, so let's just get out real fast before any more Op-4s arrive. You fight with great fervor. With this blueprint, you may craft armor to aid you against the Horde's weapons, Astral. Okay, I wasn't expecting the mission to be that short, but we did pick up some stuff, so that'll hopefully do. So it looks like we do have a menu that's been unlocked after that mission, though, that's going to allow us to craft. And so we can make fuel rods. That's going to take our chalcogens, and it's going to allow us to refill our power. I actually really, really need repair paste, so I'll probably make like 3 of those, just so we have them for future missions. What you got for me, baby? The invaders maintain a system of secure downlinks in order to transfer supply codes and keys to vaults that contain weapon blueprints. Activate one of these downlinks, and then return with a vault key. And it looks like that's going to unlock a new ship hull for the missile fighter. Judging by the way that I've been absolutely dookying on everything that fires missiles, I don't know if that's going to be for me, but I will give it some thought. Let's get back out into the border, and we're at alert level 1 now. So we've got a secure downlink, cargo, computers. We've got a vault over here, a secure container that requires a vault key to open. They have crafting blueprints and a random assortment of resources. Okay, so they're like slowly easing us into the mechanics right now. I was gonna say, it feels like a little bit of a slow burner. I was hoping to just like drop straight into the ridiculous action. Oop, we probably don't want to fly through plasma storms. Sorry, I skipped that day in flight school, man. Tritanium right there. I think we needed that for crafting the new armor that they gave to us. Okay, yeah, they got some backup on this station right here. Is this the thing that I need to download? Let me see what I got right here. Hack the secure downlink. You guys are getting death raid the moment you come in here. I hope you know that. That's what you get for your jump-in point being way too close. That gave us our vault key. So now we need to track down the vault, which I'm guessing is this guy over here. A couple of turrets right there that need to get got. And we got ships coming up behind us, trying to cause all kinds of mayhem. Shoot those down, but stay away from the plasma storm. He's got to come around, so he like flies like a plane, where he's actually got to take advantage of like his turn radius and whatnot. I don't. I'm kind of agile. I can kind of do whatever I want out here. I'm going to heal up real fast, and let's unlock the container. I'm going to bum rush these dudes on their way in. And looks like we got 2 packs of computers right there. I'll take it. It's better than what we had before. And do I still have the vault key on my person? Like, it didn't cost me that in order to open up that chest, right? I didn't just, like, toast my mission. All right, it doesn't look like I just toasted my mission, so I think we're still in good shape. This thing is going to be a dogfight, like, right around the outside of that plasma storm, which is kind of problematic. But it looks like everybody's going down pretty easy, so we'll drop that right there. And I will pick up that machinery, thank you. And then we'll extract on out of here and see what the next mission has for us. I wish the missions were a little bit more girthy. Like, I feel like they allowed you to hit it a little bit harder, because to me it looks like what they're playing around with is kind of like Urban Strike or like Desert Strike, but in space, where you get dropped into a map and you've got a limited amount of time to hit as many of the objectives as you possibly can for loot, and that determines your level of success as the game continually gets more difficult, map by map. And so I kind of wish they gave me a few more sandboxy objectives to play around with right now. Excellent work, Astral. It appears your success was foreordained. I've never seen that word before. We have provided a missile fighter for you. Use it according to your needs. Okay, well, I mean, I'm more interested in the other extracted items that I drug out with me, but the missile boat might be worth using. Yeah, so the new ship just swaps out our energy hardpoint for another missile hardpoint. But other than that, it's nearly identical to the ship that we already have. I'll probably keep it tight, like right where I'm at already, just because I like the ship that I have. Just noticed that I haven't really dropped any flares or anything while I've been cruising around the galaxy either. But then again, the missiles are so easy to dodge that, like, you don't really have to use the flares. If they're a little bit faster, they'd be more of a threat. What does communications do? Select a contact. Ah, Astral. I foresaw your arrival, always going wherever the Helvonic League commands, just like me. No matter, I welcome you to our humble monastery. Alas, I know who you are, yet I remain a mystery. How inconsiderate of me. I'm Farseer Lowen, prelate of the last functioning resurrection vault in Samarin space. My small retinue and I are charged with keeping this monastery functional, which has proven to be a most critical task in these dark days. Just as the executive has sent you here, I too carry the mantle of martyrdom. Okay, well, it doesn't look like there's anything else for him to say. With this kinetic deflection plating, how do I get that? Plus 10 to your max health, and it has a chance to deflect kinetic damage as shrapnel, which can then damage your enemies. Alright, I'll keep that in mind as we move forward, but we're going to need a little bit more tritanium before that becomes available. They want me to retrieve a number of blueprints on this next mission, so I guess we're going back into the border, but the border has been leveling up mission by mission, so hopefully it'll be a little bit more challenging, a little bit more nasty, a little bit more devious. I'm ready to be stressed. I'm trying to sweat inside my cockpit right now. It looks like we've got 5 points we can hit right here. Blueprints are over on this side, so I'm just going to get after them. Machine gun turrets shot down my missiles, so we're going to have to lean on lasers a little bit right there. Fire a missile at him and gun them down. What did he drop? Is there another turret over here? Where'd that missile come from? I don't see anything. Unlock the vault. It requires a key. Okay. We do have a broadcast location up here, so let's knock that over real fast. And it looks like we got something right there, too. Tritanium. Nice. We should be able to make our armor upgrade on the next one. I'm just going to get in here and laser both those down with my cleaving. We got you guys to be concerned about. Ooh, I'm surprised I hit that missile right there. But we did drag him in. Ooh, we're getting a little bit more heat. Okay, I can live with that. I'm dragging myself into all kinds of problems here. We got a lot of enemy ships on board. Well, when I asked for difficulty, they answered. Hell yeah, dude. I like to be stressed. I like it when games push back. I haven't really, like, gelled with this new idea that games should be, like, cozy and relaxing and they shouldn't pressure the player. I like games that are hard, difficult, nasty, make me feel bad about myself. Those are my favorite types of games. I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit of a masochist, but I like the games that make you sweat a little bit. They make you feel a little bit stressed. They make you feel like, damn, dude, I'm actually getting starched on right here. I need to rise to the challenge. That's my favorite type of game. Knock you out. Got you. He's just firing missiles, so I'm not really too concerned about that. That's going to open, but if I bum rush him at the gate right there, I should be able to drop him pretty fast. Maybe have them spam a little bit further out so it's not quite as feasible in order to do that, or make the player sit on top of the node while it unlocks with like a little progress meter to keep them in place. I don't know. Something to make that feel a little bit more intense. And then over on this side, we need to unlock this to get the comm link so that we can get the key to unlock that other treasure, which I'm guessing is going to have the blueprints inside of it that are going to allow us to advance a little bit better through the game. All right, Vault, what you got for me? Let me see what's inside your super magical automatic space chest. Reinforcements, as predicted, but hey, reinforcements drop loot, so I'm cool with it. A focusing crystal. All right, focusing crystal. We got a blueprint for a serpent missile launcher. If that locks on, I'll be a little bit more interested in it, but considering kinetic weapons seem to knock those out of the air pretty easily, I'm not sure I'm going to lean that heavily on missiles. There we go. Woo! Screen derezzed for a second right there. I think when you hit like the 50% threshold on your HP, it starts giving you a little bit of visible noise. Now, we now have structures that have been unlocked. Eventually, the monastery will be attacked by the factions that you're raiding. Craft defensive structures and drag them onto the slots on screen for assistance during base raids. Oh, very nice. Okay, I like to see this meta layer that's developing right here because I'm not completely sold on the core gameplay just yet. So inside our crafting menu, I definitely think that I want the deflection plating right there, so I'm going to make that. I'm going to make 3 more heals for the repair paste. And now that we made our plating, let's go ahead and slot that in. It's right there. All right, so our hard point's been filled out. That should make us a little bit stiffer around the chin because we do get our HP depleted pretty fast if the enemy gets a good strafe on us. But when it comes to crafting these structures over here, there we go. So we probably want machine gun turrets. Let's get one of those. And let's see if we can slot these in over on this side. Yeah, there we go. I'll probably go like machine gun, missile, machine gun, missile. I don't know if the grid's going to be good. Oh, we've got cash over here too that we're going to be spending at some point. So maybe we're going to be able to put in like a docking bay or something else like that that'll allow free traders to come in. With your help, we have strengthened the range of the jump gate. Travel to the Verged, a nearby region of space controlled by the Batari Horde. There, you may raid their outposts in order to collect resources, as well as use vault keys to unlock their vaults for blueprints for more powerful weapons. Before long, they will retaliate by raiding the monastery, as they always do. Be prepared, Astral. Okay. Oh, we can use these supply codes right here inside the communication hub in order to summon some kind of, I guess... We can signal like supply ships or something, and then we can raid them. So we're just a space pirate at this point. That's it. We're from a faction that's long dead, and we're trying to carve our corner out and establish a new gang in space. And we're going to do that entirely through privateering. Gotcha. Okay, well, let's check out the Verge and see what it's got for us. So inside the Verge, we have 3 extractions until the enemy raid happens. Do we have something? This right here looks like it's got a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to go for this one. This one seems like the play. Okay, so on every side of us, there are objectives to be taken care of. We got entire minefields over here that need to be dealt with, though. It's going to be a nightmare, yeah, if that happens, and we get into a gunfight inside this area. Just fix them up with the lasers real quick. Who just shot at me? Missile turrets down here? All right, see if you can put a missile on them. Stay out of the storm, though. Like I said, fighting inside this minefield is going to be real bad for us. There we go. Okay, what do you guys got laying around? You guys got more turrets over here? You do. Look at you guys over here being all prepared for my advancement. Shoot that down, and it looks like we're out of energy. Can I unlock this without a key? Let's unlock it. We're definitely going to get a wave when we do this, and unfortunately, I don't particularly have my lasers recharged just yet. Fire some missiles in the vaguest of directions. Unfortunately, those were definitely missiles, not hittles. Ooh, there's like a little fighter right there. That's going to cut a much smaller target for me to nail, but we did get just a fistful of computers on this side, which is great. I don't know if we're really... Oh, okay, those blow up in a radius. Gotcha. I thought maybe I could snake my way around them, but nope. Plasma storm. Yeah, I'm not trying to deal with you right now. What do we have over here? A mining barge. Okay, laser as many of them down as we can. And for the barge, I'd like to get him fit up with some missiles. Let's repair real fast. Is he going to try to jump out or anything? Ooh, all the tritanium in the world. All right, add that into my stack. Now we're heating up a little bit. Oh, we've only got a minute left till we got to be out of here. I'm going to start. I wanted to see what the skull was, but I think I'm just going to try to grab the blueprint. Oh, what is that thing? Okay, yep, that thing's way bigger than I expected it to be. It is a Horde cruiser. Gotcha. Wipe those dudes out. Okay, get them up and out of my booty cheeks. I'm just going to try to, like, launch missiles at you while strafing around, and hopefully we land something. But he's tough. He's got a chin on him. Oh, if I run out of energy, I can't fire my machine guns either. All right. I will keep that in mind. Those turrets aren't making this any simpler either. Shoot that missile down real quick. I would like for these turrets to go too. These turrets are like popping shots at me this entire time. We got 25 seconds left till I got to get out of here. I will give it some thought. Okay, turrets are down. Just circle strafe for your life, my man. Get some repairs going. All right, capital ship's down, and it looks like he dropped something, so that's good. Supply codes. Unlock the vault real quick. Let the guns recharge. Those little tiny fighters. They die like instantly, but they are a little scary. The enemy fleet has arrived. Unfortunate. I wasn't watching my timer. I figured we had a little more time on our hands. We do not, though. The apostles, eh? Well, I'm going to try and shut them down. Okay, a couple of them down. We are taking a little bit of a scuffing right now. Are they just going to never-endingly come at me, or do I get a break? I'm going to need these supplies real quick just for building stuff on our way out. And then we need to get to the extraction point, and we need to get out of here. Yep, they coming in now, and it hurts. It stings. Oh, what is that thing, dude? That's such a big ship. Okay, I hate it. Let's see if we can laser down that thing right there and extract. Woo! Okay, now it's heating up. Now I'm liking the game a little bit more. The beginning of the game was a tiny bit of a slow burn. Now I'm starting to see what they're getting after. You gotta really weigh your options in this game, otherwise you get torched if you stay in too long. So with these supply codes, how do these work? It's possible that that mechanic isn't unlocked yet, and they're just preparing us for that mechanic to get unlocked by giving us a big supply of codes, basically. Inside of our repair bay, yeah, I'm going to need more heals. That's going to be absolutely vital. What else do I have around here? I would like to make a Wolfpack autocannon. I do feel like my guns are a little bit underwhelming right now, and I would like them to be a bit more whelming. A laser combat drone launcher. Yeah, I'll take that. That sounds good. What else we got? Let's get a machine gun turret and a missile turret. That way we're still working on the defenses here. And so I'm going to arrange those exactly how I said I was going to. And we've got most of our points defended now, so that's good. What did we need for upgrading our structure to level 2? A lot of tritanium and a lot of machinery if we want to take the monastery up to level 2. Okay, well, do I have anything I can actually slap on the ship here? They did give us access. Oh, no, at the end of this, we get access to the laser ship. I haven't really been using the flare, so I'm going to get the combat drone launcher, because having a little bit of extra help, a few extra little machine-like hands to clickety-clack around and wipe out the enemy, increase our DPS ever so slightly, seems like a good pick. We do need to go back out into the Verged, though, and try another hit and run on these guys. So let's see what the Verged has. They're at level 1 alert right now. We've got a vault, a secure downlink. We've got machinery on that side, jump beacon. Frankly, I feel like this place gave us the best yield, so I think we should go for it. All right, so 3 minutes to get everything done that we possibly can. We've got a big ship over here. I thought that guy spawned in after... I thought this guy spawned in after we hit the actual border on how long we were allowed to be in the mission, but nope, he's in here from the beginning. How much does it cost me to put out laser drones? I saw that I put them out, but I'm not sure if they stayed out in a way that I found to be acceptable. Laser seems to be the only thing that really hurts this guy. Are those my laser drones right there? Are they doing flybys or anything? Get that down. Shoot down some missiles, wipe him out. All right, now we're good and we got the vault key. Unlock this thing quick, and then I'm going to try to hit the tritanium mining to get us ready for level 2 monastery. They were down quick, exactly how I like it to go. I don't know if these little dudes are actually targetable. Come on, open up. What's taking so long, chest? Give me my looties. Did I get my looties? I don't know, man. I'm not sure if I got my looties. Let's fly back down here and just see what we've got going in the mining area. Yeah, there's our barge. Fix him up with a couple of missiles and just grab his goodies and go. I'm not trying to fight his retinue. I wanted to see what the skull was this time around, though. Like, is that the chieftain that I'm supposed to be knocking out? The Horde Chieftain. Yeah, that's him. He's tough, though. Heal up. Oh! Okay, I need a little bit more hit feedback for when I get hit by stuff, because it was hard to tell with the lasers right there if there was any splash coming after me. Oh, we get like a bonus. If an enemy is at or close to their full health, you do 1.5 damage. Opening a cargo container gives you health back. If health is below 25%, you get more damage. I don't like conditionals like that, so I'll probably do that one so that we get a good opening alpha. You fell in Lone Walk, but death is not the end. Your ship has been remade. Go forth once more. Well, at least we defended up the station. Did that count against our mission deployments right there? It probably did, right? Oh, no, it didn't. You actually have to formally extract before it counts. We're going to need better equipment before we're going to be able to take down that chieftain. He's just got too tough of a chin on him. I don't know if you noticed, but our machine gun was barely tickling his health bar. Are those all mines? Are you serious? Oh, my God. Okay, well, let's just make a hole, I suppose. Jesus, you think they knew we were coming? God, bro. Missiles everywhere out here. Mines everywhere out here. Can't do nothing without getting tagged. I may go through the plasma storm just to get there faster. I'm gonna spend my entire time digging through minefields here. Oh, it looks like I lost all my supplementary loot too, like my drones and whatnot. I also don't have my laser cannon. Interesting. So yeah, there's actually permadeath consequences here. Alright, we'll take these guys out. We'll grab what we can from this region. It said we had tritanium mining. I'm guessing I grabbed that off the barge already. We also have a vault key on this side we could potentially get into. We got 2 minutes left. I think that works. Heal me up. Alright, we got machine gun turrets over here. Those are going to have to be gotten rid of. I got nothing to work with right now except for my machine gun. So no missiles, no anything else. So we're going to be a little bit, we're on a budget run right now. This is kind of the Tarkov equivalent of going in with a Makarov or like a 5.7. Alright, those are down. Start picking on these cats. Alright, got them all nice and good and taken care of. Let's hack the secure comm link. We got fighters. We got heavy fighters. We got all kinds of things coming after us right now. Ow, stop that. Don't laser me, bro. Don't laser me, bro. All right, we got them taken care of. We spread a little bit of that debris throughout space. Let's go up and to the right and get the hell out of here. I'm going to try to leave early this time. Or there's another objective right in front of me, and I could just go on another stampede of murder. We've got time. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, a big ship is the worst that could happen. We're definitely not taking him down with default machine guns, so let's just fall back for a second. I'd like to get out of here without using my last heal. That way I can accumulate them a little bit with the goodies that we've been picking up. Got you. Start whittling that down. One disruptor. 2 disruptors. Give me that, though. I'm going to need that, and then we'll extract on out. Grabbed a couple of things, so we got like some goodies, but nothing that's going to make us too dangerous out here in space. I'm sort of contemplating, I need to get my laser back. I also had the missile launcher right here, so I could have just slapped that in. I lost all the gear that was on my ship, which is a little bit of a bummer. I'm not going to bring the flare. Instead, let's go crafting over here. I need repair paste, so we'll get like 2 of those, and then a laser lance would be a good idea. And then do I have enough on me right now? Yeah, give me the drone launcher. And we're only missing 1 turret on that thing. We'll just put a machine gun turret down here. And inside the hangar, we'll get everything dragged back in. That way we're prepped for another fight. And we're back to the amount of DPS we had previously. I think I'm going to hang in there, make the video a little longer, because I want to see what happens when we get attacked. Does this place have a vault? Because I have a vault key. That one has a vault and a secured downlink. I think we should go for that one instead. Alright, so where's the vault at? The vault is the target that I want. Let's go this way. Shooting mines all the livelong day. I think the laser's a little bit more efficient for clearing out these minefields. We do have a vault on this side, so let's see if we can unlock this. Knock that turret out real quick. Oof! Okay, yep, they got a big ship out here. Drop the laser drones. Stay out of the way of all this gunfire. We do have a little bit of machinery right there that dropped. Let's see if we can gang up on this dude. Where are my laser drones at? Laser drones! What are you doing right now? Laser drones, I can't help but feel like you are not contributing to the war effort at the moment. I wonder if it's ow, missile. I wonder if it's faster for me to fall back and let energy come back. I need a better reactor, though. Like, my reactor is not reacting in the way that I find to be successful. Come on. Oof, just getting 8 right now. Missiles seem to scuff him up okay, but he did drop a vault key. I already had one, so it's not really that big of a deal. I was more excited about just getting the vault itself than anything else, but I'll take it. I'm wondering if my laser drones require energy. Seems like they might. Alright, we got a few things right there, but nothing to write home about. Oh, they're on cooldown. We got 20 seconds till we can play around with those again. I don't know if I have time to hit up this mining claim down here, but I'm going to try. Hit and run, baby. Grab it and go. Perfect. Secured the bag. Now we head north. And there are plasma storms everywhere right now. I think I should probably start focusing on getting blueprints, too. Alright, let's get out of here. I want to see what this attack looks like. I unlocked something. It looked like a kinetic weapon too, which given the fact that I'm flying the kinetic ship right now, may be very, very helpful. A hedgehog flak turret. I'll give it a try on the defense. Why not? Go to the hangar, throw that in there, and we'll see how it does for us. And then I think we only have the defense left to look after. Is there anything else good that I can craft inside of here? Not really, so I'll just go for repair paste, and then let's call to the defense of the monastery. Defend the monastery. All right, where are they coming in from? I'm ready for this. We looking in every direction, head on a swivel, ready to throw down. Oh, this is like an auto cannon. Okay, but it hits hard, dude. We need to be close to the enemy, but if we land a shot, it basically one-shots them. I can live with that. Wave 2 of 3. A couple of missiles have landed, but it looks like the monastery's okay. Doesn't look like it's too bad on the energy usage. Yeah, it pretty much one-shots if you catch them directly with the autocannon. Alright, destroy their jump beacon. Where's that at? Up here. In the direction of the red markers. I think I can handle that. Yeah, you guys directly fly across my line of fire. That's exactly what I want you to do. Defense successful. Alright, well, the monastery survived. Do we get anything from that? Oh, I get a bonus. Hell yeah. Opening a cargo container. If power below 25%. I'm going to take that because I'm always low on power after popping off all my utility stuff. That feels like it's probably going to be a good idea to have on board. But my name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. This game is Omen. My general vibe with the game right now is that I like the atmosphere. I like the graphical stylings. I like the way that they're handling their narrative dispensation, like the way that they're giving the storyline to you. I like all of that stuff. I do find, though, that combat and movement feel a little bit wispy and without weight and without impact. You're going to want to dial that up with a game like this. You want the combat to feel really, really, really good. And as of right now, the Newtonian physics don't feel quite right. Your ship feels very lightweight. It feels like it moves very easily and agile. It's got kind of like the same thing Transcendence has going on, I guess, where movement isn't the focus. From there, I'd like better hit feedback, better explosion effects on some of the enemies. I'd like to know when I'm getting shot a little bit better too, from like feedback that the game gives you, whether or not that's like edge of the screen jitter or like sparks coming in from the edge, because I don't know if you noticed, but they got a little bit of a CRT bend to the game when we're playing it, which means that we're viewing the war zone through a console. And so, like, you know, when you're getting hit, it rattles a little bit, sparks come out from the corners, you get like loud cracks that come on in and then slowly dissipate, just to let the player know that they're getting hit. But those are my observations for right now. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games so you don't have to. This was Omen. Tomorrow I'll be back with something else. Thanks for hanging out with me. That's all I got for you, folks. Bye.